Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new era like you've never seen it before. This is officially the first episode following the Unforgiven pay-per-view, and we are ready to hit you with the bangers as Bryan Danielson, off of a successful win against the phenomenal one AJ Styles, will be taking on the godfather of the Judgment Day, Damian Priest. And that is not all, as Ricochet is going to go one-on-one with Dominic Mysterio in his ongoing war with the Judgment Day. And tonight is the night as we will see the debut of the Tsar, because Ilia Dragunov is here. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be hearing from Jon Moxley as, wait a minute, look who's in the ring. We don't care about what's going down here tonight on Mayhem. You see, we are calling this a little bit of a takeover. If you don't know my name is Eric Bischoff. And a little while ago here in Universe Mode, I ran things here on the Green Brand before there was such thing called a brand split, and I did it with the Samoan badass you see behind me, known as Bronson Reed. And you can chant that we suck, you can chant that I suck, you can chant that Bronson Reed sucks, but the fact of the matter remains the same. Facts are all that we are gonna point out here tonight. Fact number one, Bronson Reed was the first ever Mr. Money in the Bank, no matter how many times management wants to push that off to the sidelines like it didn't happen. You see, fact number two, Jon Moxley was never set to be your Money in the Bank. Jon Moxley wasn't even considered for the matchup. You see, Jon Moxley was set to take on Bronson Reed at Raw Anniversary after we initiated the challenge, after we gave Jon Moxley an opportunity. And what does WWE do the minute things get hard? The minute they find out that they can't control Bronson Reed. The minute that they find out that Bronson Reed knows his value and wouldn't re-sign with them unless they were paying more, say you cut the goddamn cord on us. But guess what? We're back now. We don't care about contracts. We don't care about sanctioning shit. You can get as many security guards as you want. You can get as many members of those locker room people as you want. The fact of the matter is, we are here and we're not going anywhere without that World Heavyweight Championship, because it belongs to Bronson Reed. Well, Eric Bischoff having a lot to say to the WWE Universe. And wait a minute, look at that! The WWE Universe getting fired up for this right here. The World Heavyweight Champion Jon Moxley has invaded Mayhem, and he is here. And oh, you see he is going right after Eric Bischoff. Oh my God, a couple of headbutts to the manager of Bronson Reed. Throws himself at Reed, and oh man, Reed takes down the World Heavyweight Champion Jon Moxley. Moxley knows to fight back. Wait a minute, Reed has him up. Oh! Power driver off the back of Bronson Reed. This is insane. I mean, we gotta get security out here. We gotta do something. Reed is not permitted to be here on Mayhem. He is not signed with the company. Oh my God, you see Bronson Reed thinking to himself about what the hell he's doing, thinking to himself about next steps as he is still going after our World Heavyweight Champion here tonight. And this right here is just looking like a replay of Unforgiven all over again, as you see the champion's definitely hurt. Tsunami off the top to the outside. Wow. I'm not impressed here tonight. And shades of his teacher, Finn Balor, not allowing the referee to continue to count. Catching him up for some devil inside. The referee's counting, and the crowd is surprisingly chanting for one more time. Wow. 9. McDonough does it! Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue the night, and as you've seen, the war with Ricochet and the Judgment Day definitely isn't going anywhere. And later tonight, Ricochet looks to test his luck against Dominic Mysterio. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, the debut of the Dragon himself. It is the Tsar, Ilia Dragunov, finally arriving here in Universe Mode, as he will be going one-on-one with Kofi Kingston. was, ladies and gentlemen, we are back out here to get ready for action. As you see, the Mayhem crowd is fired up for the Tsar, Ilia Dragunov. We have been waiting too damn long for this man to arrive here on the scene in universe mode, and finally, the passion, the drive, the energy that we have been looking for here on Friday nights, here on the wrestling show. It has arrived in a dragon form, and trust me, this one is a mad dragon. Dragunov is here, and he is ready to go as we are fresh off of our Unforgiven pay-per-view. And in 3 weeks' time, we will be live in the Bay Arena for the Raw and Mayhem at the Beach show. It is going to set to be a damn good show. And ladies and gentlemen, if you ask me, Ilia Dragunov arriving on the scene before we coast to Germany has got to be the smartest thing for his career, as he can make a big statement if he's able to go out there and do it big. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, he's gonna have to defeat somebody who's very prominent here, who knows their stuff here in Universe Mode, and Kofi Kingston. But tonight, as Ilia Dragunov is making his Season 3 debut, first time we are seeing Dragunov since Season 1 here in Universe Mode. Dragunov may have skipped a season, but definitely not gym days. As you see, the Tsar is here, and he is ready to go, rocking a different look, but the same attitude, as Ilia Dragunov is ready to go. As you've seen in the beginning, he was here, he wrestled, he did his thing. There wasn't much direction for Ilia Dragunov, but now that he is back, he is looking to make a statement, and better before, as a beautiful famous are already starting off the match hot and clean by Kofi Kingston. Now Irish whipping Dragunov against the ropes, but Dragunov reverses it and brings him right into the corner. Beautiful ring awareness there by Ilia Dragunov. If you ask me, that right there is definitely needed. As ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank each and every single one of you for checking this video out, as we are coming off of an extremely crazy pay-per-view and Unforgiven, and we are ready to go as the Tsar picks up Kingston, drops him down. What a senton there, throwing all of his body weight, more of the upper backside there into Kofi Kingston. The unorthodox style of Ilia Dragunov is definitely well missed here in Universe Mode, as one match is kind of crazy to think about. And oh my God, Dragunov brings Kingston up and over. Beautifully done there by the Tsar, as look at this. Dragunov now looking to return a favor for the Irish whip. This time back body drop catches him perfectly. As this episode of Mayhem, ladies and gentlemen, is showing off a new look, a new era, as we are looking to bring you guys freshness on each episode. And you see Dragunov, top rope senton. Is this one going to be it here? 1, 2, no. Wow. No matter how hard hitting Ilia Dragunov comes, Kofi Kingston showing off that veteran IQ, being able to kick out. It is definitely a sight to see, as, again, we haven't seen Dragunov in quite a little bit here in Universe Mode. So the fact that he is able to go the way he's going, the fact that he's able to stay in control is actually pretty nice to see, as Dragunov now picks up Kingston. What does he have in mind for him, as Kingston could be in very, very big trouble here, as, oh, brings him right into the corner there. Beautifully done there by Ilia Dragunov. And now Kofi Kingston looking to turn the corners here, bouncing right off the rope and catches Dragunov. Kingston might have found exactly what he needed here tonight in this one, as now he is looking to take control of the Tsar, as Kingston now brings him up and, oh, face plants him there. Down goes the Tsar, and Kingston seems like he has a prime opportunity here, not only to take control, but to really show off everything that we've been missing out when it comes to Kofi Kingston in the singles division here in Universe Mode. One count there, as Kofi Kingston's really been showing off here in Universe Mode in a tag team setting, and here tonight getting an opportunity not only to show himself off in singles competition. You see, throwing himself at Ilia Dragunov, just punching him in the face there. Kingston stretching through, and oh, big uppercut there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as Kofi Kingston staying in control, we're going to have to go on a commercial break. We'll be right back right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, now that Unforgiven is in the books and wrapped up, and what a historic pay-per-view it will be in 3 weeks' time, the Raw and Mayhem will be going to the beach, as we will be going to the Bay Arena June 3rd and 7th. And here in Germany, it's going to be damn good, as we are going international once again. So don't get comfortable in the States too yet, because we are going international before the biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from commercial break, and that is the big talk of the town here in Universe Mode. In 3 weeks' time, it is going to be Raw and Mayhem at the beach, as We are going to be live at the Bay Arena. It's going to be damn good as we just came off of a very successful pay-per-view and Unforgiven. I want to thank each and every single one of you for stopping by. But to focus more on this match, over the commercial break, Kofi Kingston stayed in control. Now continuing to stay in control as I seemingly might eat my words. The referee is on the count of 4. Ilia Dragunov wants to continue to fight, but inside the squared circle, as I gotta say, that is very smart for Ilia Dragunov. Kingston, though, catches him. Carter might have played a little bit of possum to get Dragunov back in the ring. Both men going for something big here. Back elbow there by Dragunov. Kick there by Kingston. Both men missing out. And now Kingston just unloading every and anything. And once again with a famouser. The second one in this matchup, and they definitely seem effective as Kingston now working on that lower back of Ilia Dragunov, and Dragunov is definitely in trouble here tonight as he was staying in control in the early ons of this matchup. Seemed like he had everything going good for him, and now Kofi Kingston showing off exactly the in-ring IQ of him and exactly what he's been able to do here in the division here in Universe Mode, as Dragunov is definitely going to have to come up with a new plan if he wants to stop Kingston here tonight, as Kingston showing off and showing out for the New Day. But more importantly, doing what he has to do to further his own singles career, as imagine what he could do. And a big drop kick to the back of the neck by Kingston. Feeling the momentum into the cover, and no. As much as he wanted to put that one away, it seems like the Mad Dragon has that much more oomph. He has that much more life left in the tank. As look at this now. Wait a minute. Kingston top rope lining up Dragunov in a big cross body. 1, 2, no! Man, the Mayhem crowd's fired up. Back elbow there. Kick there by Dragunov, or excuse me, by Kingston, missed out. Dragunov catching him. Just showing off the pure and utter strength as Ilia Dragunov is hooping here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And man, oh man, look at this now as Dragunov, what does he have in mind? Collar and tie lockup, bringing him right into the corner as he goes. Big uppercut there. This is exactly where Dragunov likes to be, as look at this now, lining him up! H-bomb! Kingston doesn't know what hit him! 2 gets him! Dragunov with a successful debut here in Season 3 on Mayhem, as he is looking to further his career in this new chapter and looking to extend the respect to Kofi Kingston, and Kingston extending it to him. What a match here tonight. What's going on, Rhea? You know I gotta get ready for my match. What the hell do you mean he put you in charge? You know what, if Finn thinks that it's better to have you in charge versus me, then I guess we're just gonna have to roll with that, huh? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are set and we are ready to get right back into the action right here on Friday nights, as we are getting into the human highlight reel himself, the man who makes the crowd go absolutely crazy, ladies and gentlemen. He is Ricochet. And last week he didn't have too much of a good time here on Mayhem, as he went one-on-one with JD McDonough in our first ever last man standing match. And it was JD McDonough to walk away with the victory, but later that night, Ricochet let officials know that, listen, he's not done with the Judgment Day until he gets his win back. JD McDonough said, listen, I don't give a damn. I did what I had to do. I'm all for you. But Dominic Mysterio had no problem with taking a stab at what's to come. Well, I don't know what's going to happen here tonight, as it seemingly seems like the Judgment Day, lots going on there. Finn Balor letting Rhea Ripley know that she is now in charge. So we're going to be getting the first iteration of what what Rhea Ripley Judgment Day looks like in charge here tonight, as Damian Priest is going to be in the main event, going one-on-one with Bryan Danielson with Noah Company, and Dominic Mysterio is coming out here tonight to do what he has to do. And oh man, as the boos rain down here tonight, the entire WWE Universe not fans of Dominic Mysterio here tonight, as Dirty Dom has definitely been a catalyst for the Judgment Day, if you ask me. Whenever the Judgment Day needs Dominic Mysterio, Mysterio was always there no matter what to help out. And, you know, that's what you gotta love about Dominic Mysterio, but at the same time, it is definitely annoying, to say the least, to always have that thorn in your side. And I'd argue that JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio, those are definitely the two, as it was Dominic Mysterio multiple times helping, 9 times, over and over again, just helping JD McDonough every single time McDonough was looking like he was going to lose against Ricochet. And that seems like the case in every single Ricochet JD McDonough match that we've seen here in Universe Mode. It was Dominic Mysterio, helping JD McDonough out any means necessary. And tonight it's going to be very interesting, as JD McDonough isn't out here with Dominic Mysterio, as Mysterio's been out here with him in the past. Judgment Day, we do know, is still strong. There's still, still carries some momentum, at least with Rhea Ripley walking away with a win this past. Oh my God, the chants are just raining down. But as we've seen Rhea Ripley walk away with the win this past Sunday at the Unforgiven pay-per-view, now Rhea Ripley staring on in the back, as this one is definitely going to be interesting. Dominic Mysterio taking his time getting into the ring, as he looks like he's just ready to lay the pain on Ricochet, as Ricochet seems as focused as ever. This one is definitely going to be interesting, as Ricochet needs that win back from last week. And Dominic Mysterio, last time we seen him in a squared circle, he definitely got a victory, but it's going to be interesting to see if he can carry out that successful win streak here in Universe Mode, as things have definitely been all over the place here tonight on Mayhem. And this match is definitely going to share that same case, as we are ready to get right into it. Jessica Carr officiating this one here tonight, as Dominic Mysterio takes down Ricochet in the early on. And big punch to the face there by Dominic Mysterio. Mysterio, like I said earlier on tonight, last time we seen him in the square circle, he did get a victory. So he's going to want to continue that streak here when it comes down to victories. But at the same time, wait a minute, look at this. Dominic Mysterio going high and making sure it counts, as he springs right off of the ropes and gets Ricochet, as Ricochet's usually the one springing off of the ropes. Now looking to reverse on Dominic Mysterio, looking to take control of this one, as that's definitely what he's going to need to do here tonight. As look at this now, Ricochet trying to make the crowd go crazy, and he definitely does so. Beautiful work by Ricochet, as we're going to go on commercial break. We'll be right back right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, just as a reminder for your main event, it's going to be big, as Bryan Danielson is back in action, as he will be going one-on-one with the Godfather of the Judgment Day. Both men had very different outcomes coming out of the Unforgiven pay-per-view, but both men are also looking for momentum, as we are going to be going into the weeks going into Germany, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to walk away with the victory? Will it be the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, or will it be the Godfather of the Judgment Day, Senor Damian Priest? Comment your comment down below. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from commercial break, as Ricochet staying in control of this one here tonight. As you've seen, he went for the cover before the commercial break, and he was not able to successfully get the victory, as you see here, but he is still staying in control on Dominic Mysterio. Definitely something that he needs to do here tonight, as we do know that Ricochet and the Judgment Day have been going back and forth here on Mayhem since the draft. And Ricochet has been looked at as nothing more than just somebody the Judgment Day uses to really just get their reps in. But you see here tonight, Ricochet not sitting down, not laying down the Dominic Mysterio, but Mysterio fighting back as well. And wait a minute, what does Mysterio have in store for Ricochet on the outside? Wait a minute, I think we're going to see a little bit of Three Amigos on that outside pavement. That is not good for the back of Ricochet here tonight, as Dominic Mysterio not playing any games with Ricochet, doing what he has to do. And oh man, now stomping down on the fingers of Ricochet. Oh my God. Ricochet getting absolutely crushed here tonight. It seems like he was going to be walking away with a little bit of upside, as before Dominic Mysterio took control here tonight, as Mysterio is not feeding into the crowd reactions at all. And it was this time last year that Dominic Mysterio was supposed to be making his debut on Raw, with his father Rey Mysterio accompanying him. And it was almost a year ago today that Dominic joined Judgment Day, and it was made it a impressively good faction from there on out, as Dominic Mysterio has definitely found himself. And you see a frog splash there by Mysterio and missed out there as the human highlight reel found himself in this one. Big kickoff there, beautiful backflip there by Ricochet. And no, wait a minute, Dominic Mysterio bobbing and weaving, found his way out of that one. It hits Ricochet with a neck breaker. This one is definitely all over the place as Ricochet now moves out of the way as Dominic Mysterio wants to close down on Ricochet. And once again, Ricochet off the ropes. Gets him there and oh! Beautifully done, able to twist and turn his body off the ropes as Ricochet goes, and that is exactly the human highlight reel that we know and love, as Ricochet not playing any games with Dominic Mysterio here tonight. Mysterio now looks like he gonna get sent for a suplex of his own. Snap gear into the cover now off of a beautiful standing moonsault, and no, kick out at one there. As what a referee Jessica Carr has been here tonight. She has definitely been officiating the way things have needed to get officiated here tonight. And look at this now as Dominic Mysterio, beautifully done. Code red by Dominic Mysterio now looking to hurt and put the hurt on those knees. Oh my goodness, I mean, the work that we are seeing being put in here tonight by Dominic Mysterio needs to be studied. Since arriving here in Universe Mode, Dominic Mysterio has had a slow and uphill grind, and he has accelerated himself in the ring every time we've seen him. And you see here tonight, that is no different to what we have been seeing from the entire Judgment Day. It was just Ricochet putting on an absolute classic with JD McDonough last week in our first ever last man standing match. And you see now here the crowd is just boos raining down here tonight to Dominic Mysterio. As Mysterio, what does he have in mind here for Ricochet? Now, once again, looking to go for the three amigos on the inside here. Hit him on the outside, and it was definitely effective. Looking to follow through with it on the inside here and gets him. Three amigos, trifecta. Is this one going to be it? Jessica Carr into the cover. No. Right when you think it's over, the human highlight reel just surprises you more and more as Ricochet's tenacity, Ricochet's wherewithal to stay alive in this one is what's pushing him through. The points that he feels he needs to prove. Tonight is the last chapter you see when it comes to Ricochet and the Judgment Day. That is his words. That is his words. He wants to rid them of every bullying that they have been doing. He wants to show that there is somebody better. There is a face that will stand up to them. And you see Ricochet now, top rope, shooting star press. 2. Ricochet does it with the shooting star press. Ricochet just got the job done here tonight on Mayhem, as he needed a victory back, and that is exactly what he came here to do tonight. He got that victory, and he went home as Ricochet can finally say that he is done with the Judgment Day. The big question is what's next for Ricochet, but wait a minute, we're getting backstage news right now. Something's going down. Oh my God, backstage, as it seems like Jon Moxley and Bronson Reed are still brawling, and wait a minute, Moxley! Somebody check on Jon Moxley! What the But no, Dijak turns this one around. Gable going right back after Dijak. And wait, what the hell? What the hell? Those are the new Mayhem Tag Team Champions, AOP. And they just sent a bruised, broken, and battered Creed brothers out here. Why the hell they do that? Oh my goodness, well Gable's gonna have to focus on what's going on in the ring. Wait a minute, no, not like this. Hi! Justice! Dijak says, I always have a plan. Don't tell me. Is AOP with Dijak? Hi! Justice to new champ! What did I tell you, boys? As long as we stayed quiet, Unforgiven would go exactly how we planned. And look at that. Exactly how we planned it. All of us walking out champion. How poetic is it? Hey fella, remember me? I don't know if you've been continuously watching my work as I continue to bring Mayhem to the uprise that it needs to be at, but it's still in its infant phase, and it doesn't need a champion like you. You may have beaten me a few weeks back, but we both know that was because of Ridge Holland, and now that Ridge Holland is gone, I think it's time that me and you run it back. But this time, for the North American Championship. I mean, what's stopping you from truly saying no, huh, fella? We've done this dance before, and the last time we did, aside from Ridge Holland, before Holland came out, I was gonna beat you. You were one bro kick away from losing your opportunity at Unforgiven and your entire fate being changed completely. I'd argue if it wasn't for Ridge Holland, it would have been me walking away North American champion and you in my shoes having this conversation. So why don't you do the decent thing? Why don't you do the thing that I would do and give me a match? Are you seriously gonna tell me what's fair? What's fair? Seriously? I gave you a match to put my opportunity on the line and I still beat you. Whether you want to call it fair or not, you got pinned. Just like you got pinned a few weeks before that in the 6-man gauntlet match. You see, Sheamus, when it comes down to me and your history, nothing's gonna change. I am always gonna be the one to pin you. I am always gonna be the one to beat you. You know why? Because I'm just better than you. Sometimes people need to understand that there are those who are just better than them, and I'm better than you in every way possible. I'm quicker than you. I'm badder than you. I'm stronger than you. And not only have I showed you in the ring, but I've gone my own way, gone my own path. And while you may feel so self-righteous and so happy about tearing down Ridge Holland and taking him off of Mayhem, I've been winning championships. I've been surrounding myself with men who are champions. You see the two men behind me, the two men that I'm even surprised you so fiercely walked up on? These are the Mayhem Tag Team Champions. They're the most dominant team that Mayhem will ever see, and they stand before a leader named Dijak. And like I said, Sheamus, I got no problem doing it to you again, but if you want me, you gotta earn your way back to the top. So do that, and then come and talk to me. You know, I've had a lot of ups in my career, and I've had a lot of downs, and last week, I was at the lowest that I could possibly be at. But after tonight, after beating Dominic Mysterio, I'm feeling good again. And I feel like the Judgment Day is done. I feel like the Judgment Day is finally a team that I can put in my rearview mirror, because I'm ready to win matches. I'm ready to do what I have to do inside the wrestling ring. And you know who impressed me tonight? Ilia Dragunov. So you know what, Dragunov? Me and you, one-on-one next week, because officially tonight I am throwing my name in the North American Championship hat, and I am looking forward to going against you, Dragunov. Accept my challenge, because I'm gonna beat you, and after I'm done beating you, I'm going after you, Dijak, for the North American Championship, because my name is Ricochet, and I am the human highlight reel. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope we can get somebody to make that one official, as Ilia Dragunov versus Ricochet sounds like an absolute banger. But ladies and gentlemen, as we hone in, it's time for your main event, as it is gonna be Senior Godfather of the Judgment Day, Damian Priest, as he did not have a good Sunday this past Sunday, as he went one-on-one with Jon Moxley, and Moxley did exactly what he said he would do to Damian Priest. Although Priest put on an absolute fight against Jon Moxley, take nothing away from Damian Priest, give him his flowers, he put on a fight, ladies and gentlemen, but he left bloodied, battered, and beaten. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight didn't really go too good for Damian Priest, as right when he entered the building, he got called backstage by Rhea Ripley, who then let Damian Priest know that she had just got off of the phone with Finn Balor the night before, which was last night, letting it be known that she is now in charge of the Judgment Day. I expected that Finn Balor probably expected, you know, Damian Priest to walk away with the World's Heavyweight Championship, and because that didn't happen, he wants to leave a champion in charge. It's nothing personal, but you can definitely see on the mind of Damian Priest, he is not too happy about what we are seeing, as leading into Unforgiven, it was Damian Priest in charge. It was Damian Priest in control, and now Damian Priest is going to have to play second fiddle to mommy. As you see here tonight, a man holding the utmost momentum, making his Mayhem return, ladies and gentlemen. It is the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. Man, oh man, you want to talk about this past Sunday? You want to talk about Unforgiven? Well, let's talk about it, all right? Unforgiven was absolutely epic, but this dream match absolutely stole the show off of the ropes. It was not one, not two, but it was 3 attempts at the Psycho knee, and what finally put down the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, as Bryan and Styles now have a rated 5-star by you guys here on the Wrestlepluss YouTube channel, as that is absolutely insane. Another 5-star classic for Bryan Danielson. More fans for him to gather all over the world. But the big question that I have is, what is next for Bryan Danielson? As we knew what was going into him for WrestleMania, it was going to be Bryan Danielson and an open challenge upon open challenges. But even after then, what was next? After the Shield breaking up, turning into the BCC, and now Bryan and Moxley seemingly on their own paths here on Mayhem, as we're finally seeing a singles Bryan Danielson. Definitely a new step in the direction for the career of Bryan Danielson. It is going to be different, as we seen him arrive last year in Universe Mode, and Bryan ever since then was always with the Shield. For the first time ever, we're really seeing the full-on singles Bryan Danielson, as this one is finally underway, and you see Senor Godfather is not playing any games with Bryan Danielson, as he definitely wants to get his win back from this past Sunday. And now, wait a minute, Danielson down below, you definitely see that he's still wearing the effects of what happened this past Sunday when him and AJ Styles absolutely tore the house down. And if you haven't done so far, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for more, as we are on the road to 4,000 right here on the Wrestlepluss YouTube channel, and we are seemingly almost there, ladies and gentlemen, as, oh my God, Damian Priest coming into this one angry. Damian Priest coming into this one not afraid to throw everything that he has at Bryan Danielson. As you see, ladies and gentlemen, Bryan Danielson seems like he's a little hurt coming out of the AJ Styles match, but more than anything, he is ready to go, and he is showing that here tonight as he's wrestling the Godfather of the Judgment Day, Damian Priest. And you see Priest definitely came into tonight a little angry, or a lot of angry, coming out of this past Sunday, but you can definitely see there was a bit of acceptance on the mind of, you know, of Damian Priest. But after that Judgment Day meeting backstage, that's what definitely heated Damian Priest. You can definitely tell Damian Priest is trying to prove here tonight, maybe to Finn Balor watching at home, that he might have made a mistake and that he deserves to be in charge. As you see Bryan getting out of this one, swiping away on the other side of the ring, as Priest now looking to meet him to the outside, and Bryan now looks to reverse him inside, but Priest just has Bryan's number here tonight. You definitely, you know, you can tell the size difference between these two men is definitely being played here tonight, as Danielson tries to get a swift knee off on Priest here, as Priest now looking to do some damage to Bryan, but Bryan says no. Everything that Priest has tried to throw at Bryan in this later on has seemed like it has been working out for Danielson, is now into the cover, looking to put this one away early, and no. Beautiful kick out there by the Godfather of the Judgment Day, Damian Priest, as Priest is absolutely on top of his game as of late. And although his momentum got a little stifled this past Sunday, he is definitely going to want to make sure that he stays on top of it. As now, look at this, bringing him right off of the ropes. Danielson seems like he has something in store for him here. As, oh man, the Godfather of the Judgment Day there getting tangled up with the referee. That, ooh, did not work out in the plans of Bryan Danielson, but you could tell it didn't interrupt them as well. And we also want to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, as Raw and Mayhem are going to the beach, as we will be at the Bay Arena June 3rd and 7th in Germany. And look at this now, it's Priest off of the ropes, getting that momentum back on his side now into the covers. This one going to be at here tonight, and no. Danielson finding a way to kick out here tonight, as you can definitely tell that, you know, Senor Godfather here has been pulling no punches. Everything that he has thrown at Bryan Danielson here tonight has been nothing but hard hitting. It has been nothing but dangerous. And now you see Danielson laid out, as Oh man, you see, Bryan Danielson is one of those wrestlers that you just want to fight for him. You just want to try to, no matter what kind of situation he's in, you just want to try to, reach for the stars when it comes to Bryan Danielson. But I can definitely argue that here tonight, Senor Godfather is making it very, very hard for Bryan Danielson as Danielson kicks off Senor there, and now the Godfather of the Judgment Day could be in trouble here tonight. As, oh man, this might have been the turnaround that Bryan needed! Through the ropes goes Danielson! As Bryan Danielson doing any and everything that he has to do to walk away with the victory here tonight. And now look at this now, looking to work on the arm. All it takes is one Psycho knee to put him down, as we've seen that be the case this past Sunday against AJ Styles, which, ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to go check out Unforgiven, you can. It is still active and live on the channel on demand for any and all to go ahead and watch. As, wait a minute, look at this, Priest! Priest over the rope, and definitely shocking the American Dragon. And oh my God, that devastating kick. Now calling for Bryan to bring his ass back inside the squared circle, and Bryan does so. As, look at this now, Danielson looking to bring, Priest right into the corner, and the corner he does, as he's looking for a little more yes kicks, and yes kicks he gets here tonight. Man, oh man, we knew that this one was not going to be easy, but we definitely knew in the back of our minds that Bryan wasn't going to give up any means necessary. And wait a minute, big kick there by Bryan. Bryan gets moved out of the way there. And oh my God, big kick knee to the back there by Danielson to Damian Priest. This Priest is in absolute trouble here tonight. This is not looking good for the Godfather of the Judgment Day. And oh my God, Priest getting headbutt right into the face there. And Bryan now with another kick to the arm there, as Bryan now dissecting Damian Priest. Now that is something that we haven't seen here in a while from Bryan Danielson, that dissecting type wrestling style. Usually he sticks to that technical wrestling style, that hard hitting, maybe a little bit of high flying, but here tonight, understanding that he's in the ring with a bigger opponent, understanding he needs to dissect his opponent, or things like this will happen. As you see, Damian Priest's offense is a little bit more slower than Bryan Danielson's, but with each move that Damian Priest hits, it is 2 times, I would argue, more effective than Bryan Danielson's, just off of the sheer size difference from Damian Priest. As, look at this now, oh man, it definitely an advantage to have, to say the least. As, look at this now, Danielson could be in more trouble than he initially thought here tonight, as the Godfather of the Judgment Day grabbing the face of, oh my God, just clubbing down on the face of Bryan Danielson. We know Danielson just got that neck surgically repaired from when AJ Styles brutalized him, and Danielson doing the wise thing, doing the smart thing, and rolling out of the way, rolling out of harm's way, as, Priest over and through, making sure it counts, as, Priest getting tossed now by Danielson. Danielson not playing any games with the Godfather of the Judgment Day here tonight in your main event. As, look at this now, Danielson with a swift kick, but making sure it counts. Oh man, the crowd chanting here for Bryan Danielson, as Danielson now another kick to the back there. As all throughout the night he has been slowly dissecting the Godfather, and face planting he does, as Damian Priest turns this one around. What is he gonna do? South of Heaven right before the commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, make sure you go check out the Unforgiven pay-per-view, as this whole episode has been aftermath of what we've seen this past Sunday at the Unforgiven pay-per-view. We've seen King of the Ring finals. Jon Moxley put the World's Heavyweight Championship up on the line against Damian Priest. We've seen new Tag Team Championship crown and so much more. Ladies and gentlemen, Unforgiven was a night to not forget. It was definitely one to remember, and if you want to remember it that much more, go check it out. If you already did, thank you so much. I love you guys so much, and let's get back to the main event. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from commercial break, and Damian Priest was able to get Bryan Danielson back inside the square circle during that break, and it was during that break, or before that break I should say, that we seen Danielson get hit with a South of Heaven on the outside. Well, during the commercial break then, Bryan Danielson was brought back to the inside of the ring, and he was capitalized by Damian Priest, but Bryan Danielson was able to kick out. As look at this now, you see Danielson still getting dissected here tonight. As Danielson down and out, Priest looks like he wants to put this one away, and no. Kick out there, and oh man, this is absolutely beautiful. As look at this now, going to the top rope. Is this one going to be it here tonight? Big splash by Priest. Big splash by Priest, as this one looks like it could be the beginning of the end for Bryan Danielson. Danielson gets swiped away there, as Priest now looking to work on the back here of Danielson, and oh, that is exactly what he is doing. He is doing a damn good job at it here tonight, and oh, swipes away. Danielson swipes him away. And a clothesline by Danielson, a knee or a kick to the knees of Damian Priest, as Danielson now could be in trouble here tonight. Danielson could be in trouble. It seems like it was Senor Godfather, but these two men going at it, seemingly having something for everything that they're throwing at each other here tonight, as tonight has been nothing but chaoticness. Tonight has been nothing but pure and utter mayhem. As ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank each and every single one of you for stopping by here tonight. As look at this now, Damian Priest rolling to the outside. What does he have in store for Bryan Danielson, as this could be the beginning of the end for Danielson here tonight, as Priest now up and over, no. Moves him out of the way, runs at him. What does he have in store for him, as Danielson now locks the arm? Locks the arm and gets him. Beautifully done there by Bryan Danielson. Danielson with that mentality to fight through any and everything. And now, wait a minute. What does Danielson have in mind here tonight? Power driver! Oh my goodness! This is personal, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. These two men have come out here tonight to do any and everything, but mainly to survive. Survival is the necessity here tonight, as both of these men understanding what they have to do to walk away with the victory. But it's all about capitalizing. As these two men now, look at this now, Bryan Danielson still putting that hurt in, still putting that pain in when it comes down to Damian Priest. Says, oh my God, look at this now, Priest now getting choked out. The life of Damian Priest getting absolutely choked out here tonight. I didn't think we were gonna see this one. As oh, Priest moves him out of the way, the pure and utter strength, off for the ropes and catches him. Talk about the superstar that Damian Priest is, the superstar that Damian Priest has been. As oh man, look at this now, moves him out of the way, as Damian Priest has something big in store for Bryan Danielson, as he just needs to slow the pace down. But Danielson, no matter how many times Priest has tried to slow this pace down, Danielson just has not allowed it. And oh, big elbow there to the sternum of Bryan Danielson. You gotta argue in this matchup that Bryan Danielson coming into this one, obviously less than 100%, same as Damian Priest, I'd say. But at the same time, the point and the fact of the matter is, beautiful kick out there by Danielson. The fact of the matter is, these two men coming out here doing what they've been doing to each other, having what have been done to them, this past Sunday, just shows you the kind of wrestlers that they are and what they are trying to accomplish here in universe mode. Whether their goals be different or the same, being the best wrestler definitely is what it comes down to. And what it comes down to is these two men wrestling here tonight. As Danielson now looking to make Priest tap out, as he has him center of the ring, nowhere to go, nothing to do. Is he gonna make him do it? Is he gonna make him tap out right here on Mayhem here tonight? And oh, Priest got lucky. Danielson had no choice but to tap out. But wait a minute now, Danielson wants that lock in. And it's in. Nowhere for him to go. Has it locked in? The yes lock. It's in. Priest has nowhere to go, and oh, this match is going on too long. Both men are sweaty. Both men are just disgusting here tonight, as he had no choice but to let go of the pin. And now he is going high risk. Will it be high reward? No, Priest moves out of the way. Right in the nick of time, Damian Priest realizing what's going on. Hits him with a beautiful maneuver right into the corner. Oh! Priest catching him and feeling absolutely alive in this one. As Damian Priest now throwing those strikes to the face of Bryan Danielson. Perhaps looking to make Danielson bleed the same way Moxley made him bleed this past Sunday. And now Senor Godfather at the top Looks like he wants to do something big here to Danielson, as Danielson tried to do to him, but the same outcome came to be. Moved out of the way. Danielson now bringing him right off of the ropes. Beautiful arm drag there. It was something light, but it was something to slow the match down. That is all he needs, is something to slow the match down here tonight in your main event of Mayhem, fresh off of the Unforgiven pay-per-view, as this one is absolutely red hot here tonight, and Priest and Danielson fighting away here tonight. Back and forth they go. Swift kicks there. Danielson punches him off for the ropes, and up a psycho knee! Catches him right where, oh no. No, not like this. Come on, not like this. Right when Danielson was about to put this one away. Oh my God. Priest out of nowhere once again. The Judgment Day had. Priest is back. This might be what mommy wanted. And oh, wait a minute. Danielson said no. Danielson's saying hell no. He is not going down that easy. If there is one man who knows numbers games, knows numbers advantages, it is Bryan Danielson. Danielson knows this game all too well, all too familiar, and now as he is ascending to the top rope, calling up Priest. No, wait a minute. Oh my God, look at this. After what was an amazing main event, what could be argued one of the best main events that Mayhem has had. Wait a minute. Devil Inside by JD McDonough. McDonough with a Devil Inside. Now you see the Judgment Day just picking the scraps, picking the parts of Bryan Danielson, as we have referee Charles Robinson in here trying to break it up, but Damian Priest not listening to this at all. As come on, Dominic. Wait a minute. Oh my God, Dominic. And you see, looking backstage, very, very happy is Rhea Ripley, as Ripley wanted this. This is exactly what Rhea Ripley wanted here tonight. She wanted the Judgment Day to stay on top, south of heaven. And how other way can you stay on top? As it seems like Rhea Ripley is backstage somewhere, and she is definitely, oh man, that's the general manager of Raw, Adam Pearce. What the hell is going on?